Winter in the UK usually means a lot of rain, which creates puddles. For most people, it just means trying to avoid stepping into them to not get wet feet. But puddles are also full of life. Some of the slightly larger animals are visible by eye, like water beetle larvae, which just walk to the next body of water if the puddle dries out. But for most of the smaller organisms, the puddle is their world. If it dries out, it will be their end. Lots of little white dots darting around in the water turn out to be cyclops, a type of copepod. As the name suggests, they only have one large eye. The females carry the eggs in two small sacs on the back of their body. Another small dot zooming around looks slightly different in shape and color. This light green blob is a type of ostracod. They take their name from the Greek ostrakon, which means a shell, and refers to the bivalved carapace that is characteristic of these tiny crustaceans. Fun fact: some ostracods are bioluminescent. They glow in the dark. It is said that during the Second World War, Japanese soldiers and sailors would keep cultures of these ostracods in bowls so that they could use the light to read their maps and instructions but stay concealed. A fishy tale, but apparently true. In the muddy debris and on some of the leaves, tiny shells, hardly visible with the pure eye, are slowly moving around. They are one of the pea mussels. Despite being a very common clam in fresh water, they are often overlooked due to their minute size. Many of the microscopically small invertebrates are worm-like creatures. Tiny flatworm, that glide on the surface. Or worms which seem to glide effortless through the water. Zooming in at some of the animals, a weird green kraken-like structure appeared on the screen of my camera. Too small to see it without magnification. This multicellular organism is a green hydra. On top of the column, which can contract and extend, sits the mouse, which is surrounded by tentacles with stinging cells, which capture small prey items. The hydra can detach their basal disc from the substrate and move to a new location by gliding or by somersaulting, which they do by detaching the disc, then bending over and over using the tentacles to push over when they rotate around. The green coloration comes from a specific type of algae, which the hydra lives in a symbiotic relationship. While the algae get protection, they supply nutrients produced by photosynthesis to the hydra. Interesting fact: hydra are capable of escaping death by renewing their body tissues. Mortality rates are extremely low, and there have been no signs of decline in reproduction rate. Even smaller are these fascinating creatures, which are again only found by scanning the leaves with the macro function of my camera. They look like a bouquet of flowers. This is a colony of single-celled organisms, Carchesium or Vorticella protozoans. The colony is formed as an individual cell settles down and produces the stalk before dividing many times to form the colony. The whole colony or individual strands can contract rapidly when it's disturbed. Through the movement of the cilia at the mouth opening of each cup, a flow of water is created, which sucks tiny organic matter towards it. So even if you do not see any fish or amphibians in a puddle or pond, there is still a whole microcosmos of all kind of weird and wonderful creatures hiding right in front of you.